who knows when. I might be like 80 years old, like, here I am, honey, like my first girlfriend. What's up, internet fam? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new there, hi, hello, my name is Ren, and I make LGBTQ lifestyle videos for you guys. So if that type of content interests you, then hit that subscribe button. Sorry, I have cat hair everywhere. The last, like, bunches of videos were very, like, fun and funny and stuff like that. And I thought, you know what, let's be a little bit serious. So here's my kind of like, well, as serious as I can possibly be. So this is my like serious voice, okay? We're gonna be serious today. And I wanted to talk a little bit about attachment styles because it's something that I've seen a lot on TikTok, and I've always known through therapy that I didn't have a secure attachment style, that I had, you know, a very insecure attachment style. And I was always curious, like, okay, well, which one do I have? So I've kind of like narrowed it down, and I'm pretty sure I have, well, I'm not pretty sure, but I'm 100% sure I have an avoidant personality style, but I don't know if I'm like fearful avoidant or dismissive avoidant, because I definitely have like a couple fearful avoidant attachment styles, but then I have more so dismissive. So I just wanted to kind of like talk about them and talk to you guys about attachment styles, and what your attachment style is, if you're like me, just kind of explain myself a little bit more, because I did do a couple videos talking about how I'm almost 30, I'll be 30 in January, and I've never been in a relationship, and I always thought that was kind of strange and bizarre and weird, and turns out it's just because of my attachment style. Lots of avoidant attachment style people, we do not get into relationships very often. We tend to, what it says, avoid. We are very avoidant. So we avoid, you know, intimacy, relationships, being vulnerable, being emotional, and all of that. We kind of keep a lot of relationships surface level. And it probably is one of the reasons why I don't have many friendships or relationships or anything like that, is because I can't seem to keep them. I tend to keep them very surface level and, you know, just avoid going any deeper than that. And so they never really progress, and they end up just kind of ending. So I definitely wanted to go online and read about some of the traits and kind of just talk about them and my experience with them, and like how I, you know, how I am about it, you know. So I wanted to just start looking up and seeing. So I like avoidant is uncomfortable being emotionally close, which is very true. I'm emotional on the camera, but the interesting thing is that there's nobody around me. So it's not like I'm really indulging like with a person like looking at me and things like that. And also I'm not in a relationship with any of y'all. So I mean, you know, it's just not it doesn't seem like a big deal to me, honestly. So, but in any type of relationship, it's very difficult for me, which is why I've never been in a relationship, you know. It's very difficult for me to open up and express my needs and my wants and my thoughts. And yeah, so I can't seem to do that, you know. Yes, so it says that we prevent conflict or avoid. This is not avoid. I am such an avoidant person. I avoid things all the time. If it's gonna make me uncomfortable, it's gonna make me upset, if it's gonna intrude on my personal space, like I will avoid, especially conflict. I don't wanna deal with it. I don't want nothing to do with it. Keep me out of it. No. I will run away, avoid. I don't want nothing to do with it. Just keep me away from all conflicts, because I just don't want to even, don't want to deal with it. So it says avoiding intimacy with others and preference for distance. I avoid intimacy at all costs. I am so avoidant of intimacy. I just can't see now, which is probably why I don't have many sexual partners as well, because that is like extreme intimacy to me and like extreme vulnerability. And so I just can't like wrap my head around how people like do that. You know, it just, I can't. Another one is tendency to pull away as soon as someone gets too close. Yeah, I don't like anybody close to me. Not gonna lie. I don't even like to be touched, okay? Don't get close to me physically or emotionally. I don't wanna be touched. I don't wanna be hugged. I don't like that. I don't want any of that. So I'm just like, back up. Emotionally back up, and physically, please back up from me, you know? This one, I don't have high self-esteem. I don't have high self-esteem. So that's where I kind of fall for a little bit of like the fearful or anxious avoidant, because I don't have high self-esteem, and not relying on others for reassurance or emotional support. That is kind of true. I don't like to rely on anybody. I don't. I hate it. Uncomfortable with opening up to others and expressing private thoughts. I'm like 50-50 because I'm cool with it like right here on the camera. But like in real life, like with somebody sitting in front of me, like trying to get to know me, trying to like, I don't know, like date me or get with me, like I'm just very like, no. Dismissive behaviors and aloofness. Yeah, very dismissive. Very dismissive. I'm like, yeah. Minimizing emotional expressions. That's interesting because I'm a very emotional person. I do bottle up my feelings a lot though. I do. I bottle up a lot of things, but what happens to me is I can't control that. And once it gets bottled too much, I will explode and have an emotional breakdown that will last like for weeks. So yeah. Seeing yourself as self-sufficient and independent. I'm very independent. I'm very self-sufficient. I don't need anybody. Do I want somebody? I do. But that scares me. So appearing as strong, confident, and in control. I don't know if I appear that way to people. I really don't know. I don't see myself as that, but I don't know if others do. Believing you don't need emotional intimacy in your life. Well, I mean, I've 30 years and I haven't had it, so I mean, I probably could. I mean, I part of me does like long for that though. It really does. Like I do want to be in a relationship, and I do want to feel that way, but I just can't seem to get there. Like I just can't seem to get there. And a lot of times, when I was reading about this, is that people with avoidance, we tend to, if we get close to somebody or we start to like somebody, we pick out all the negative things about them that would make us like not want to be with them. And so I'm like, I remember early on when I didn't know I had this attachment style, but I didn't like this one girl because I didn't like the way she chewed. I was like, oh my gosh, she can't chew like that. Like I can't deal with that. So like one day gone. Another one, I didn't like her forehead. I didn't like her forehead. I'm like, I don't like your forehead. Like your forehead is just weird. I don't like it. And so it was kind of like one date and like done. Another one, I didn't like her hair. Like her hair was like far back and I didn't like the way it was parted. I don't know. I didn't like her hair. And so I was like, and it's just like these things I like nitpick and like find like the minute like littlest thing that I didn't like, and I would be like, yeah, I can't be with them because of that reason. So I had a lot of like weird things like that. But then on the other hand, emotionally unavailable people that I knew I could never get with, I was obsessed with. And which is what my therapist said is also what we kind of do, is we pick people that we know we could never ever be with. And it's safe that way because we never really worry about it ever blossoming into a relationship, because it never will. But in turn, you just really hurt yourself like constantly. So like in my mid to early 20s, constantly I was in pain, like constantly crying, in pain, upset, like jealous, stressed, just crazy off the charts. And for what? Like, yeah. it's just crazy, you know? Difficulties trusting and relying on others. Yeah. I don't trust nobody, honestly. So yeah, it's just, yeah, I'm working on it though. And I just wanted to know if you guys had an attachment style and what you think about all this, and if you're working on it, how to break through. And I mean, I know I'll break through eventually, and I'll have a partner, but who knows when? I might be like 80 years old, like, here I am, honey, like my first girlfriend at 80. Could you imagine? But yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I just wanted to hop on and talk a little about this because I never really spoke about it on here, and I thought it would be kind of interesting just to hear people's opinions and things like that. And yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I will see you next week with another one. Watch out. Mwah.